Hello, everybody, and looky here. My first new plant in probably 3 years. So this last weekend, I went and done something. First time I ever done. I went to one of these shows, the Keystone Clash, and set up my own booth. Now, thanks to you guys, I really didn't have that much to bring with me to sell. But I wanted to go to one of these things, most of all to meet people and hang out with people and get to know some of these people face to face. And that was super fun and awesome, and by far the best part of it. And I had also had a good time with the wife. So I ended up bringing a whole bunch of blue dreams, a whole bunch of blue jellies, and some green jades, and a bunch of food. And I handed out hundreds and hundreds of business cards and stickers. Now I'm a horrible YouTuber, but since it was the first time of me being at something like this, I really wasn't concerned about making videos. I was just taking it all in. But when I got done setting up, Larry D from Larry D's Chili Head Aquatics was there. Take a chance to take a picture with him. Larry's a real cool guy. Had fun meeting him. And I was also able to get a picture here with Laura from LJ Shrimp. And there's lots of other people that I hung out with and talked to for quite a bit and never got a picture of. Grant Eater, um, Tim from Crypt Keepers Aquatics. Lots and lots of people to meet. And it was a good time. So some of you guys who've been around a while might remember this. I had this whole thing was full of Florida sunset crypts, and I dug most of them out to take with me. I also took those to sell, and that's why it's so cloudy when you dig up a whole bunch of crypts that have been planted for almost 2 years. That tends to happen. So at the very end of it, when all the vendors started tearing down everything and trying to get rid of all their extras that didn't sell, I had some Florida Sunset crypts left, and none other than Father Fish walks up to me. He tries to give me this great big pack of stem plants he sells. And I said, "Hey man, I'm trying to get rid of this stuff." He's like, "Well, how about I trade you?" So I gave him like 4 or 5 of my crypts, and he gave me this great big huge thing of stem plants. Now stick around because I'm going to need some of your guys' help because there's a few of them here I'm not quite sure of. There's no labels or anything, just a great big huge bag of random stem plants. So when we get to it, I'm going to ask you guys for help identifying some of these. And while I didn't plan on getting plants or critters, I did, however, plan on getting some artwork. And we got 2 Neos from Scales, and then Austin Aquatic Arts. My wife actually bought these for me with her own money, and then she wanted this, so I bought that for her. And then at the end, when everyone was tearing down, the Austin Aquatic Arts come by, and he bought a crypt. He was one of the last ones to buy a crypt, and so we said, "Go ahead and take 2." We're trying to get rid of everything. And so then he come by and gave my wife this picture. So we got this picture for a Florida Sunset Crypt. That was cool. So originally, I just took out some crypts from this side and took out some crypts from this side, and then the plan was to just let them fill out again and then pull them up again when it got over full. But now with the Father Fish trade, and I have all these stem plants to deal with, so I took out all the crypts that were on this side, stashed them over here, and I guess I'm going to make this side a stem plant farm. So these are they're all in immersed form growth. Now this one here is Rotala. I'm certain of that because everything is in its immersed form. So I'm not too worried about creepy crawlies, but what I did do is flushed it all out, ran the hose, put this bucket in the tub, and just let it overflow for like a half hour to an hour. in case there's any herbicide, or not herbicides, but pesticides to kill bugs and stuff at the farm. And I was worried about that being harmful to shrimp, so I rinsed all these plants out. Now, most of these plants are ones I've had before, but I've not had this one before. I do believe this is a pogo stemon. I do believe. So, someone, if I'm wrong, correct me if I am, and let me know what this guy is. I do believe that's what it is, though. I'm fairly certain this is the Ludwigia, just regular plain Ludwigia repens in its immersed form. And here I do believe this is immersed rotala. This is one I'm not quite sure of. Has a red stem. Kind of looks like a Ludwigia, but I'm not quite sure. So if you guys can help me out, what is this one with the red stems? Now I'm pretty sure this is Hygrophila deformis, or water wisteria, a plant I used to have tons and tons of, but quit keeping it because it's too crazy. But I think it'll be a good thing to offer on my website. It just grows too fast for me, but I want to keep it in a stock tank. Start on a little stem plant farm in there. It'll be fun to have it again. Fairly certain this is Hygrophila coria ambosa. I think it's also known as giant hydro. Now, if I'm incorrect on any of these, I'm not a plant encyclopedia because I've kept the same plants forever. You guys feel free to correct me and let me know. Looks like another batch of water wisteria here. I'd say another bunch of giant hydro. That hydro. Now this is one I'm not sure, but I think it is some kind of pennywort. I think it's a little one maybe, but this is one I really don't know. I think it might be pennywort. Maybe not. It looks like it's kind of viney looking. Couple pretty sad looking stems of Scarlet Temple, the Rhynicii. I can't say the first part. Pretty sure this is another, that's that same plant I thought was pennywort, but I don't know. Fairly sure these are stems of some kind of rotala. They might be a little bit different. A couple different ones. Some kind of rotala, I do believe. Looks like this is another one of the ones that I believe is the Pogostemon. If I'm wrong, please correct me. And then a big batch of Anarchus, and I don't think I'm going to even keep this one. But so let's start the stem plant farm. Let's take a look at everything we got again. Alrighty. So this stuff that I believe is some kind of pennywort, I'm going to plant in the spray bar. I want it to all be up at the surface, so the guppies, I know how guppy fry like to be up at the top. And I think if I get a nice big mat of this growing up at the top of the water surface, I think that would look cool. Alright, so look at that. This is the ones I do believe to be pennywort. Maybe it's not. It may not be, but it looks like it's kind of viney growing. So anyone could, and keep in mind this is all going to be immersed growth. So I think no matter what it is, it'll end up doing good because God knows it has enough light. Oh my goodness. Alright, time to start our little stem plant farm in the super cloudy stock tank. Let's get planting. So looky here, this one's got a flower on it. That kind of makes me think it's some kind of hygrophillia, because I've had hygrophillias bloom before. None that had leaves like this. The stem is really sturdy, but I think pogostemon is like that too. Again, I've never had that plant, so I don't know, but growing up out of the water, it flowers. Coming from the farm. Alright, here's my new plant farm. I know some of them will do real good and some of them I'm not so sure. I'm sure this will take off if it likes my water. I think, look at that light. Oh my gosh, that's a ton of light on there. And back to where we started this video, the bulbitis. A plant I wanted for years and years and just couldn't, just never got it. I don't know why, but now I have it. After it sat beside me for 2 days, I decided I couldn't live without it. So thank you guys for watching. I had so much fun at the Keystone Clash. It was a good little getaway for me and the wife. Me and her had a lot of fun, and it was a whole lot of fun meeting new people. Well, not new people, but people I haven't met in person that I've known. Some of you guys I've known for years, and finally got to see you and meet you in person. So thank you guys for watching. It was a lot of fun. I think I'll go to a few more of these things. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.